I guess you can sit over there.
Yeah, that's fine. Sounds good to me.
Let's see if we're all in the camera together. I'm way over here. Are you over there?
Here, no.
You're not in camera. You're not in camera.
There you go. There you go.
A special guest star. This is Kal Kat, the Kal Katster. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh shit.
Nice.
All right. So,
hey, how's it going?
Johnny, I don't know. You don't have a YouTube channel though.
I don't know.
No, you don't. This is Johnny.
This is my Uncle Adam. We're about ready to review. Yeah.
Hi, this is going online. So we just saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And since you guys all out there have heard from me, what did you think of the movie?
I thought the movie was really good. The cinematography is amazing, of course, for any Planet of the Apes movie. Very well done. Special effects were amazing. Sound, of course, with the Dolby Digital. The plot development was great. The characters started off a little slow, but the plot built up as it got into it. And the ending was fantastic. So yeah, I would give it a solid good rating for sure.
Planet of the Apes.
What about you, Adam?
Let's see, is it recording? It's recording. Okay, good. So yes, it's kind of, yeah, let's kick up a light here.
Oops,
that's a little better.
Bright, yeah, that's a little bright.
Oh, okay, well, it's this one.
Oops.
That's a little better.
That's a little bright. Okay, that's fine, yeah.
Maybe that throws it off, though. Let's leave it dark. Let's leave it dark, just so we're more incognito about the apes.
Fine, yeah.
About the Planet of the Apes. And, you know, this shiny head up here. No one wants to see that. Yeah, it was cool. I remember Andy Serkis did the first couple of ones, and he's only a consultant on this one. Right. So that was fun. Yeah, the cinematography, the blending of special effects and practical stuff was great, and the overall, yeah, the visuals looked really good. It didn't look flaky or fake or anything. That's nice. I think they might have filmed it in New Zealand. I think wasn't it?
That's why I was actually curious where they filmed it.
It didn't look like it was supposed to kind of looked a little like New York, but maybe that was the idea, and it was like the premise, right around. But they didn't do the gag with the Statue of Liberty or anything, right? From the other one. Yeah, Charlton Heston was the guy in the very, very old school one.
That's right.
Tim Burton one was weird.
Yeah.
Did you see the other ones? Did you see Rise and all the other ones?
I missed one of them. I saw Rise, the one after I think I missed, but yeah.
And the King and what was the other one was what was it the last one, War of the Planet of the Apes. That was the one with Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson,
yeah. This that was a lot of sign language in this one, and a lot of like ape sign language.
Right. I was hoping the whole movie wouldn't be like that, but there was a little bit.
They started talking, and it was all good.
And the airplanes, yeah, so it wasn't too bad.
And the girl, so your basic plot is it's the distant future. They don't say when, which is nice. Yeah. Because if they said like it was 1,000 years later, like Battlefield Earth, it doesn't make sense if anything would be there anymore. But Battlefield Earth is a cheesy one. I see that. But anyway, so yeah, Planet of the they said in the future, generations later.
Yeah, it set the premise in the beginning of the movie really well, which is really cool. Yeah.
Generations.
That was cool. I like that.
And so so the premise is they're these apes living in this sort of eagle community thing. They've built like high rises, and the opening scene is these three friends are going exploring to gather the eggs. So it's sort of like keep the egg kind of thing from your kid. You had to protect an egg, and come back. They sort of adopted that, not knowing where it came from, I guess. Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, I keep the and remember that game when you were a little kid, like the teacher would say, take home an egg and don't break it, and you come back. That's what I was thinking of that. Yeah. Mine would always break. No. Anyway, so. But yeah, so they go on an adventure. They go back to the camp, and the father of the main character ape is a little estranged. Noah. His father is a little estranged. He's kind of like the big shot, and he's kind of overwhelmed by his father's presence, you should say. But he's not a bad guy. He's just overwhelmed by his presence because he's a king, I guess, of the town or whatever, chief or whatever. So yeah. So but he's proud of him and everything. But then these bad guys show up. Yeah. And the bad guys and this evil ape dude who's corrupted the will of the Caesar character. Yeah. of the hero guy. He's corrupted the original meaning of everything.
Right.
It's kind of fun they did that. That they did that. Well, that was not the other guys. Sounded like, a little like James Earl Jones, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it did. That's what I initially thought it was.
No, it's not. No, he can't do the voice anymore.
Yeah.
Like he was in that Lion King live action movie. He can't do it anymore. But yeah, so it was not him. But the other king what's the actor? It was some other dude. He was like, yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember now. Yeah.
There were a lot of relatively unknown actors, but I think that's just because we don't really follow that group from that cast so much, so we just didn't know them. I didn't know the female lead or any of them, but I think one or two of them sounded like they were from some action movies and stuff. I'm just not sure. And I'm not going to bother looking it up. That would take too long. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah. So the king guy goes to the village because he's a dick. The bad guy king.
Right.
And he's a dick. And he's like, I'm gonna destroy the village and take all your people away. And Noah is left behind in the rubble. The king father, good guy, is killed. Oh yeah, spoilers. But don't worry, because there wasn't anybody in the theater. There was just four of us, some other family and us. But yeah. But yeah, I figured it wouldn't be crowded because it's like a Friday morning and it was a work week. So I figured like tomorrow it'll be crazy. So maybe it'll make money. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Saturday, sure. Afternoon.
So yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. I mean it worked, and so he goes on a quest to find his tribe that's run off. That's a classic Shakespearean type of story. It's a little bit Greek tragedy as well, kind of story, kind of the hero's journey kind of story. A little bit Hidden Fortress in there, definitely, which was also the inspiration for George Lucas's Star Wars. So there's a little bit of that in there. This is an Obi-Wan guy that he shows up and meets up with. He meets up with an Obi-Wan guy. He meets up with this orangutan dude that's like a priest kind of, and he's reading all the books and stuff, and he's kept all the books. And he's like the original Caesar, he was not like this, and he kind of sounds like James Earl Jones.
Right.
So what did you think? And then he's like, what did you think of that? And so he does the thing, and he's so eventually they arrive back in the bad guy camp. The bad guys take him again. There's a girl involved. A human girl can speak. Some of the humans can speak, and some of them can't. And one of them gets they captured. There's a big fight. There's another thing. There's they all get captured, and they're all basically there. The girl knows something about this installation. There's a dam with a silo and a base. Everybody's been held up in there. I guess at the end of the space pandemic in the story, in 2016, including the timeline, that they went in there and they locked themselves in, and the apes are trying to get in there to get all the weapons and stuff out, and they inadvertently release things. And we won't go into the whole thing, but we don't want to give it all.
We don't want to give it away. Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't want to even give away what happens to the Obi-Wan guy. Just let you want to watch it. But yeah. So yeah. What did you think of the overall story as it unfolded and such on? Yeah.
Yeah. Just to elaborate on Adam said, I thought the story was really good. Excuse me. I thought the character development, the plot developed a little bit better in the last movie.
The war one, yeah.
The war one, yeah, 2018. It was okay, but this one, a lot better strength and character development, plot development, especially in the middle of the movie. It really gets going. You really find out what's going on and what the movie's headed towards. But yeah, I thought it was really good. Just overall, just a good movie. It's probably one of the better ones in the series, I think. Besides the original, what year was the original one? The original remake.
The one with
what's his face?
The one with the guy from the Third Rock from the Sun guy, John Lithgow.
Yeah, John Lithgow. I thought it was pretty comparable.
And then also had Draco Malfoy in it as the bad guy.
Yeah.
That was funny. He showed up as evil bad guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, I
met that guy at a convention.
Overall, it was pretty solid, pretty good sequel, I guess, of the remake.
It was really good. Sequel, remake, but all of them seem to be set before the events of Planet of the Apes, the original OG 70s one.
Right.
Because in the OG 70s one, the astronaut's already headed there, and he lands there, and he's like, what happened to the Earth? And that's when he does the classic scene. Charlton Heston is the guy's name.
Charlton Heston.
That's what it is. And he does the damn dirty ape, no! And he's in front of the statue. They didn't do that in this movie. That would be probably the next one if they do another.
Probably. I'm sure they will in a few years.
Yeah, because in the first one there's a scene where they say there's a Mars ship that flew off. It's going to Mars, so they set it up so that they could totally
Do that.
have him land, and they kind of set up a little bit of a scene. Won't give away anything, but they do set up the idea that satellites would still work after 1,000 years. Maybe they wouldn't, but that's fine. It's science fiction,
Right.
and that they're able to find other humans. Some of them found other humans. So they can talk to each other. And that doesn't give away anything. We already know that the girl can talk, so she's going to go find other people.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she might have been like a soldier for them or something, or a helper or something.
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Yeah, she must have, which doesn't give away too much, but she was probably just a helper or courier or something. But yeah, yeah, I liked how they did the facial effects and stuff. They've improved it considerably.
Yeah,
since
that was
last
really good. Very good.
I'm thinking
very good
a
effects.
combination of motion capture, CD characters walking around doing CGI motion capture. It wasn't puppets. There were a few puppet things in the first one, a few dressed up people, but mainly it was early CGI. With Andy Serkis going on the Bay Bridge and all in the first one. Yeah. I am Caesar, friend, or whatever. The original books were. There was a TV series for a little while too that was kind of set in its own universe. It was sort of its own timeline. It wasn't set during the other ones.
Right.
Yeah, you ever seen the TV show in the 80s? Well, and rerun in the 80s.
Probably I've seen some of the reruns. Yeah.
It was cheesier because they didn't have as much money, so they were like,
right.
Yeah, they're just gonna walk around in these rubbery masks and go. I think that's the version Tim Burton was thinking of. He wasn't thinking of the Charlton Heston ones. He was thinking of the TV show.
I think so. Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's a goofy TV show. Thankfully, there was no scene in which one of them said, "Oh, ape lady, I love you," and kiss you. No, thankfully there was not that. That would have been just wrong. Yeah, I was like, no, kiss your lips to the ape. No.
All right. Don't want that. You don't need that.
But you know there's got to be Rule 34 of that out there everywhere. So yeah. Oh God, ew. But yes. Oh, Planet of the Apes. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Kingdom of the Planet.
Yeah, Kingdom of the Planet. It's a very solid title. Very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the title.
They even did a title drop in there. This is my Kingdom of the Apes. It was all title drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit! This is the Glorious Day speech from the trailer. They showed a little too much in the trailer, actually.
Yeah, I think they did.
That's why I said, okay, I'm not looking at the third trailer.
I kind of made the mistake of watching the trailer several times just to get the premises of the movie. But yeah, Adam's right. They did kind of show.
Yeah, they showed too.
Yeah, I don't know.
It reminded me of that. What was that movie? The Lookout or something? Or,
yeah, I think so.
Where they were doing like the remake of Rear Window with the classic movie, but it had Sheila Booth in it.
Yeah,
it had Sheila Booth, and he's like being a peeping Tom, kind of like the other character was. And there's this scary thing, but when they show the trailer, they gave away the freaking ending of that movie. They're like, that's the end. They just showed the guy getting out. It's like, wait a minute. Okay, now we know how it ends. We know if he gets the bad guy. They did the same thing with Castaway.
Oh,
Castaway in the trailer? They show him showing up at the Angel Village at the end. It's like, you screwed up, dude. No, don't show that part. We don't know that he got off the island.
Right. Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, shit. Tom Hanks talking to the ball. I'm well, son.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of a fun movie.
Yeah. Only seen it once, but that's once is enough.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I saw it with you, though, on the other family. I don't think so. I think I saw it separately.
Maybe. It could be,
yeah. A long time ago. But yeah, so that's funny.
If you're a Planet of the Apes fan of the classic original series or any remakes, we highly recommend this one.
Yeah, well, it works. It totally works. I just keep it short and sweet because sure, why not? It's not really, we don't want to give it away.
Right.
The cinematography is beautiful.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The sets, the designs, the things. I think they used some practical stuff. It looks like they used that little bit of that wraparound screen thing that Star Trek uses to make it look like they're in a field. The funny part where he goes like get a horse. That was funny.
Right.
There was a horse scene, some other horses in there, and there's all the Obi-Wan guy is all like, the other guy's all, what are you going to walk on foot? And he goes, I have a horse. And he comes out, he's all, there's the horse. Or the scene where they find some wild zebras.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all like, what? Horse with stripes? Don't understand. That was cute. bridge scene, bridge fight scene, also very good. I won't give that away.
We'll do that.
Bridge rapids fight scene. Yeah, there's like rickety bridge fight scene there. But yeah, the how they get them all into into what was he called, the guy in the movie? He had a, what was the name of the king ape? He had, wasn't Prometheus, it was something else with a P.
No, I don't remember.
It was like,
was it
Ptolemy. What the fuck?
No, not
something like
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck was it? That wasn't Ptolemy, no, it wasn't something else.
Right.
And then they were the telescope. They had the telescope scene from the trailer. It looks at the telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Satellites working after years. Ew. Yeah.
Right.
I take it the part with the hard drive thing. This is some other scene. I take it that they had that technology was built to last. Because anyway. But yeah. Yeah. She knew the doors in the base, so it's like, wait a minute, how did she know that? Somebody else told her. And then they explain it, so that's fine. Like, oh, okay, she's like, they sent her. Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So there weren't any plot holes, really. It was following a narrative pattern, 3-act play, 2.5 hours.
Straightforward.
Your hero's journey, and the Hidden Fortress. A lot of Murasaki's Hidden Fortress in there. A lot of that movie. Have you ever seen that way back? And a little bit of Seven Samurai, but done in a good way, unlike in the Rebel Moon 1 and 2, in which they didn't do it right. This one they did it right. Yeah. This is how to do that. Hidden Fortress and Seven Samurai. Yeah. Now the Hidden Fortress became the elements of Star Wars, and Seven Samurai was Star Wars 2, basically. Right. And 3 was just up in the air.
Yeah, 3 was all over the place.
The Ewoks, the Ewoks smashing up the... Yeah,
that was crazy.
Ewoks, yeah, it was like back in the day when George Lucas allowed, actual commentary on that. Harrison Ford's reading there's supposed to be a love scene sketch, and the famous love scene in there with him and Leia, and he goes, George, nobody talks like this. Let me rewrite this line. It's stupid. Right. He's all, okay. And he goes like, okay, I changed the I love you scene. So when she goes, I love you, I just say, so do I. And that was way cooler. Right. Harrison Ford's character, Han Solo, was like, he was like a stud. So he was just like, so do I. Right. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's the review. There was no surprisingly, they were able to keep the ape genitalia out of the shots.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Everybody was clothed fully. Versace outfits. No. But her hair looked pretty good for somebody that was wandering around the middle of the road. So. Yeah.
Norwegian or New Zealand model, yeah.
And her makeup and everything. But that's fine. I mean, the original, they had that gorgeous model lady in the original 70s one. It's like, how are you from the future where there don't monkeys around?
Right.
Doesn't make sense. You have a perfect bouffant. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
Oh well. Anyway, so that's a
wrap.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, you're good at doing blogging. You should put up a YouTube channel. I have 5. Okay, so this is the Kal Kat and Kal Katster in Johnny. Or you can go by a weird stage name. I don't know. But so yeah. I'm going to then put this together. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, thanks to everyone for watching.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, take it easy. Yeah. Bye. That was cool.